out to everybody that you really feel like is going to need some motivation for this week, because I'm telling you guys, the information I'm about to go over and the person I'm going to be bringing up is definitely inspiration to a lot of people on this call. So I definitely want to make sure that you guys are, getting everybody, possible to get tapped into this call to really, taking everyone's lives to the next level, family. But with that being said, right, you already know how we like to start these calls, get these calls down, right? We already got 8 on the call. Start this call off with some gratitude, family. What are we grateful for? Because we have to be grateful for what we have now for God to give us more, right? I'm so grateful for having such an amazing community and friend group to be tapped in with every single day to getting to the next level of my dreams, right? I'm so grateful to have a house to live in. I'm so grateful to have food on the table, to have people around me that really want to, see me do the best in my life. So, drop some things in the comment section below that you guys are grateful for so we can really get this thing started, right? Because I love, dropping gratitude. Gratitude is the starting point of success, family. We have to be grateful for everything that we have now to be able to go to the next level, right? So with that being said, I appreciate you, Michael. That's why I like to hear TNT family. I appreciate the TNT family as well. Vaughn, I appreciate you, family. But with that being said, family, I really want to talk about a couple different things before we bring up the man of the hour, right? So first thing I want to talk about, right, is something very, very important to me, right? And this is me calling trust, really trusting the process, right? I want you guys to title this Trusting the Process, because we need to understand something, family. As people that are, successful or what do successful people do, family? They trust the process, right? We need to understand that success is something that's laid brick by brick, day by day. This is something that takes, literally all of your conscious, cognitive ability to be able to really take charge. And you guys need to understand success does not happen overnight, family. I wish it did. But, when you talk to some of the most successful people in the world, what do you normally see, family? They normally say the same things. They work their entire life to be an overnight success, right? Because people don't realize, yes, look in the music industry, for example, family. A lot of people see success very quickly, right? But what they don't understand is a lot of people that are seeing those success have been making music or doing whatever for years and years to come to getting to the place that they are right now. So I really want you guys to understand something. We need to trust the process. And I know my man Nainoa, this is somebody that, really preaches this. So I want you guys to really, understand the power of really trusting the process, understanding that you're going to go through trials, you're going to go through tribulations, but it's what you do about those trials and tribulations that take you to the next level, family. And I really want you guys to understand and grasp this, because so many people think success is an overnight process when it's not, family. It takes years and years of dedication, right? Do you think Kobe Bryant started at 7 years old being the Kobe Bryant that we see today? No. The one thing he did have that other people didn't was that burning desire, family. He had that burning desire to make sure it happened every single day. Look at the person that started Dubai, right? I don't know his exact name, but what did he have? He had a goal of making the biggest building in the world. So what happened after he made that biggest building in the world, family? He then set a standard for his people to where even the Uber drivers, even the taxi drivers are pulling up in 6-figure cars in Dubai, right? Because that's the standard he set for his people, right? They had so much poverty in the surrounding countries that he wanted to make something that was flourishing, right? So I want you guys to understand every single thing that you do in life, creates the process that you guys are creating today, right? But with that being said, let me request to have my man come on real quick, and we're gonna bring up the man of the hour, right? If you guys don't know who the man Nainoa is, this is someone, I really started studying once he hit P5,000, and I really saw how this man's tenacity was on just another wavelength, right? And if you guys were taking any notes on the things that I was just saying, I want to bring up the absolute man of the hour, Nainoa. How is your day going, family?
My day's going good, bro. I'm just blessed that you're able to get me on this live, bro. We're actually out here in Arizona. We got the whole team out here, got the mansion going on, up here in the mountains. So, I'm blessed that, you gave me the opportunity to get on this live, bro. I'm always somebody that I have a lot of knowledge, and I'm not somebody that keeps it for myself, right? I see my guy Drake on here. Shout out my boy Drake in the ATMs. You guys are like family. So, like I always tell everybody, anything that I could do to help anybody, myself, my team, anybody else's team, I'm always here. So, I'm kind of busy, bro, but I got, like you said, you got my time here for the next few minutes. So go ahead and just ask me some
Let's
questions.
run it, fam. I definitely want to, take charge of this. So with that being said, right, I want to ask some questions I really feel like will take a lot of people's mindsets to the next level, right? My first question is, coming from a college background, what made you go all in into entrepreneurship, and how hard was that decision to make, knowing that you were coming from a full ride scholarship?
Um, when it came to football, bro, a few things really have happened right. COVID had hit, and it wasn't that COVID completely, changed my decision on what it is that I was gonna do, but definitely played a role. Not being able to play football for an entire year went into my decision, but also being invested into this entrepreneurship world and being at the place that I was at when I first had gotten, that news that we weren't gonna be able to play for a year. I kind of I had to make a decision, right? And I didn't know if it was the right or wrong decision. But something that my mom always told me is that there will never be a wrong decision if you do it with 100% and in your heart.
Mm.
You'll never make a wrong decision if you do it 100% and it's in your heart. So I said, okay, mom, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop out. This is what I'm doing. I'm 100% in. It's in my heart. It's in my mind. It's in my gut. And this is what I'm doing. I've never looked back, right? I've missed football. I love football to death. I got friends going to the NFL. I got friends going and playing overseas. I got friends going and getting D1 scholarships. So, it wasn't an easy decision, but I fell in love not only with the money that I've made, the money that I'm making, but I fell in love with being an entrepreneur and meeting individuals like yourself, but even meeting individuals in different countries to now being able to help other individuals come out of a situation
That's
that I was
powerful,
once
bro.
in.
And I really feel like that hits for a lot of people that come from that same background of football and sports. A lot of people have, at the end of the day, we all want to, do our dreams, right? And sometimes in life, we realize that, like you said, you couldn't play for a year. So it's like that's a whole year that you're, setting literally not, getting any closer to where you're trying to go. And I really respect the decision you made, bro, because without you making that decision, with the lives that you've impacted, I know your team is absolutely stacked right now, bro. And I've been a lot of your teams and stuff like that. So I've seen a lot of people on your team and the way they act, bro. And I just want to say, like, I really appreciate, you making that decision, family. But I'm gonna go into my next question. I felt like this is a big one that, me and a couple of my leaders were talking about that I feel like a lot of people don't understand the power of, right? And I know you and Fads go back before the business, right? And my question is, right, getting mentored by your best friend, how do you go about the law of familiarity? And how do you go from that homie to mentee personality? And how do you make that switch?
Um, it's crazy because me and Faz actually don't go back before the business, but
Mm-hmm.
Faz is still my best friend. Faz is so like I can call Faz for anything. I call Faz if I was stranded. I call Faz if I was upset. I could call Faz if I needed money. It doesn't matter what the scenario is that he's gonna be there. And how we go about it, bro, is I'm gonna be real. At the end of the day, where I'm from, where I've grown up, friends fight. It is what it is. So we've never actually fist fought. I have fist fought some of my friends, and we were still best friends right after. But the relationship that we have when it goes from mentor to mentees, I know the fine line between mentorship Faz, and I know the fine line between, okay, this is my best friend Faz. Don't get me wrong, we've had conversations where we didn't agree, and I wasn't agreeing with him. We weren't seeing eye to eye, and then it came down to where he asked me, he said, "Bro, am I your mentor?" And I go, "Yes." He goes, "Okay, then shut the fuck up and listen." All right, so I'm gonna shut up and listen, and this is the uncensored, the complete honest truth. Just like Matt Rosa. Matt Rosa is one of my best friends. This is one of my best friends. I know the very fine line between mentorship Matt
Mm.
and friendship Matt. But it's crazy because we can do 90% of friendship Matt, and the 10% of mentor Matt makes up, right? The time in what we're doing, in the process that we're doing things in that 10% makes up that 90% of the times that we're just
Okay.
having fun. Because of the work that we're doing, right? The intentionals, right? We're super intentional with what it is that we do. So the relationships that we have, yes, we can be best friends. Yes, we can go on vacations. Yes, we can go shopping and go eat out every day and know each other's families. But at the end of the day, we know the fine line between what it is that we're doing and where it is that we're going. And we also know the fine line between when it's time to mess around and when it's time to get to work.
I like that.
Like, for instance, for today, we're in a mansion, right? We're in a mansion full of leaders, yo, when we first got here, yeah, we messed around. We were playing loud music. We were watching the NBA games. But now it's 8 o'clock and 11 o'clock Eastern. Yo, we have everybody sitting down and we're running trainings, getting prepared for the next 3-4 days, right? So we know when it's time to play around and when we know it's time for
Okay,
mentorship.
no, I definitely that's powerful, bro. And I wanted to ask that question
And
just
yeah,
because I
that's
feel
it.
like so many people, the law of familiarity happens to so many people where they're so, they're around their mentors so much, right? They feel like it's almost always playtime, right? When you understand, like, it's really, that time that you understand the difference between, a mentee and, that friendship. Because, that's one thing about, starting to become around successful people and understanding what you can, how you can grow around them, where they can help you go. But how are you going to get to that level if you don't actually, get into that mentee, relationship and understand when that is? So that's why I want to ask that question. That's a really powerful question, bro. I appreciate that. So the next question, this is gonna be one for a big thing for football, right? Because me personally, I came from a couple of sports backgrounds, and me personally, I always felt like there was a lot of ego in sports. So my question is, coming from a football and sports background, how did you deal with ego and not letting it go to your head?
I'm gonna be real, bro. I got a huge ego. I got a lot of pride, but at the end of the day, I knew that's what was stopping me, right? I'm somebody that's. It doesn't matter who talks to me. It doesn't matter who says something to me. I'm gonna listen, right? If you have what I want, right? If you've retired your parents, for me, if you got the materialistic things, if you got the cars, if you got the drip, if you got the chains and the jewelry and the lavish lifestyle that I want, why am I not gonna listen? It's just that's it. Me, bro, I don't put up with egos and I don't put up with pride. I don't care if you're Alex Morin. I'm gonna be real. If you got that pride and that ego, bro, I don't want that around me. Why? Because it's not gonna benefit, bro. I'm not here for me. I'm not here for I. No, I'm here for we. I'm not. I'm not here for me, bro. If I was here for me, I would go and do affiliated
Facts.
marketing. If I was here for me, if I was here for me, I would go and start a clothing line. I'm not here for me.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm here for I'm here for the individuals who sacrificed everything that they have to be in the position that they're in, who've sacrificed the time, who've sacrificed the money, who come from the poor backgrounds, who come from the trenches, who come from the hood. Those are the people that I help, right? It's just like, I've had an ego before. And at the end of the day, I knew my ego and my pride
Mm-hmm.
was a roadblock for me. So if I wanted to continue to be successful in what it is that I was doing, I had, bro, I was never a big guy of personal development. I don't need it. I'm good. I'm just gonna grind. Oh, almost fell. I'm just gonna grind. And then I understood, okay, that 90% of this business and 90% of success, I want to actually I know multiple millionaires. I want to talk to a few millionaires outside of this business. I say, yo, what do you guys do when it comes to the spiritual, when it comes to, you know, personal development, when it comes to things like that? I write in my notebook. I meditate. I go and do this, right? I see something, I write it down, then I go and believe it, right? So those are things that I have to adapt to if I wanted to adapt to who
Mm-hmm.
those people are. I'm not here to adapt to people who are making $500 a month. I'm not here to adapt to people who are working 40, 60 hours a day. No, I'm here to adapt to people who are financially free, who have the money that I want, and who have the lifestyle. So it took me, it definitely took me some time, and it's not something people are just gonna get rid of instantly. It definitely took me some time, but I'm here to adapt to the individuals who have what I want. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna put my pride to the side. I'm gonna put my ego aside. I've gone in bad situations where if I would have just put my pride to the side, a different
Mm-hmm.
situation would have went different, right? And I had to learn my lessons, right? I had to learn enough lessons, right? I had to learn enough lessons to finally
Mm-hmm.
learn to move forward. And that's really how I deal with it, bro. I'm just somebody personally, right? I can't speak for everybody. I'm somebody personally that just listens and I adapt. They're not telling me this for no reason. A lot of people will just let what people say just go above them or go through one ear and out the other. No, I'm somebody that it may not look like I'm paying too much attention, but I'm really keeping things in store. I'm really understanding what you're saying. I'm really reprocessing
Mm-hmm.
everything that you just said. And then I go and ask little
Mm-hmm.
certain questions, right? So I'm adapting to the conversation. I'm adapting to that person, right? And that's how I really put my pride and ego, to the side. Because yes, I had a huge ego playing sports, a huge ego. I'm the best. No one can mess with me. You know, I was one of the best players in high school. I played college football, right? Whatever it was. But I understand that. Okay, you're a starter. Okay, what are the things that you're doing that got you to that starting position? Okay, but I need to go do that,
Mm-hmm.
but go and do it better. I need to go do that, but I need to go and do it better. Okay, I look at Matt Rose. Okay, Matt, what do you do? He does this, he does that, he does this. Okay, I need to do that, but I need to do it 10 times more because I'm not in the position he's at. So I got to do it 10 times more. That's how I want to put my
Mm-hmm.
pride and my ego
No,
personally,
that's
to the
powerful, bro. And
side.
I wanted to ask that question because I come from a sports background as well, and that's something in sports. A lot of people just have that ego, and that's a beautiful way about going about it because it's not even that you deny the ego, you accept that it's there, and you just do things about going around it, about really being able to develop yourself. Because at the end of the day, you do have to drop that ego to be able to learn something from anybody because I really learned in this business. You can learn something from anybody. There's people that are P150s that might have different life experience than per se a P5, but they're able to teach somebody something in that life experience. That's a very beautiful way of putting that, bro. And I do want to respect your time, so I only have one more question left for you, family. And my last question, this one really goes for a lot of the people that haven't accepted mentorship, right? Because my question is, right, you get mentored by some of the greats. I see you on calls with Fads. I see you on calls with Matt Rose all the time, and a whole bunch of other leaders. So I really want to know, like, what does mentorship mean to Nainoa, and how is it taking your life to the next level?
I ain't gonna lie. I truly believe everybody in this world needs mentorship. People need mentorship when it comes to music. People need mentorship when it comes to sports. Your coach is a mentor. Even though you call him a coach, he's still a mentor. You need mentorship when it comes to building this business. You need mentorship when it comes into real estate, when it comes into working a job. You need mentorship no matter what you do in life. Don't get me wrong. There are those people, oh, I'm going to get it out the mud, or I can do it by myself. Okay, why would you want to do it by yourself when this person has a blueprint and a plan that you can follow? Right? I'm never that type of person. Like, okay, why would I sit here and do it by myself? One,
Mm-hmm.
shit's not fun doing it by yourself. I don't care what nobody says. It's not fun doing it by yourself. And two, why would I sit here and go through all the same mistakes that you went through when I can make you my mentor and you can cut my learning curve down in half? You can cut my learning curve down in half. So why not listen, right? A lot of people don't want to accept mentorship because they think they know it all, or because they watch certain videos on YouTube, or because they write everything down in their notebook. No, bro, mentorship is not just listening and jotting shit down. No, mentorship is listening and then going and applying. Yes, you can go take all the notes that you want. Yes, you can go and write down all the, oh, that was a bar. Okay. Oh, yeah, I liked what Fat said that. Okay. Like, no. Why are you just writing it down? Okay, you wrote it down. Now go say that to your team. Go say it to your team. So now your team, your people, your individual, it doesn't matter. Even in life, the people who look up to, who follow you, now they're looking at you as the mentor. That's what people don't understand, right? In life, it doesn't matter what you do, you need a mentor. And I truly understand that because I've been around super in a a bunch of successful people inside this business and outside this business. I know people who do real estate. I know people who do their own businesses. I know people who do Turo. I know people who do this business. I know people who play sports. Like, I know so many people. I know people who do drop shipping. So it's okay. So I want to follow what you do. Why? Because you have the success that I want. It all goes back into following the individual who has the success that you want. That's all it takes. Like, when people deny mentorship, I understand this, right? And this is what I'm gonna end with. Faz is kind of looking at me a little crazy. Um, God puts people. Shit. I ain't gonna lie. We're in the mountains. I just heard some crazy noises in the bush. I was about to go inside. My fault, y'all. But God puts people in signs, right? I believe people, things, and signs, right? You know, in that category, in your life, in a mysterious way. He doesn't show you, but he puts people in your life in a mysterious way. I look at my girlfriend like a mentor. Even though she's my girlfriend, I look at my girlfriend like a mentor. Why? Why do I look at her like a mentor? Yes, I love her. Yes, she's my girlfriend. Yes, we've been together for almost a year, but my girlfriend still teaches me things. My girlfriend still shows me things. My girlfriend still wants me to grow. My girlfriend still holds me accountable. My girlfriend doesn't let me slack. Okay, even though she's my girlfriend, you know, I'm not gonna call her my quote unquote my mentor, but that's somebody who I trust, love, and respect, so I listen to. Just like anybody else in this business, right? You may not say you love somebody because you don't know them, but even if you don't know them, you can listen to people and just understand the way they move, the way they talk about things, the way they present themselves. Yo, those are people that I like to follow. Like my boy Tim, who just hopped on here. My boy Tim called me yesterday or on my birthday, right? A few days ago. He was like, yo, bro, I just wrote down on my whiteboard, you know, to remind myself to call you. I'm like, yo, you know what's so crazy? I should go follow Tim. Why? Because Tim is somebody I've seen make tons of money. I've seen him go and smack P5. I've seen him do things in life, you know, at a very high rate. So I'm like, okay, I forget a lot of things. So I'm gonna go get a whiteboard. I literally the next day after my birthday, I went and got a whiteboard and I started writing down everything. You know, it's crazy. I write down my daily reminders and I don't forget no more. But Tim is somebody that I've always trusted. Tim is somebody that we've built a relationship with. We spent a lot of time together. We've done certain things, you know, in the business and outside of the businesses that we've done, you know. So it's not everybody has to be a mentor, but keep the people around you who hold you to certain levels in life, to hold you to certain certainties, to hold you to being responsible, to hold you to being accountable, to hold you to being to growing, to hold you to being to posting, to making sure you're doing your daily routine. Like today, my girlfriend was like, I was like, babe, I've been up since 6. I don't know if I really want to go to the gym. It's 10 o'clock. I'm tired. Like, we gotta be at the house at 1. Like, I don't know if I really want to go. She's like, yo, if you don't get your lazy ass up, and as soon as she called me lazy, I'm like, yeah, I ain't lazy. All right, let's go. She held me accountable. Right? Those are people you need in your life. So for anybody to say they don't need a mentor, for anybody to say that they don't want a mentor, yo, all right, yo, me, I follow successful people. Matt Rosa has mentors. People outside of this business have mentors. Michael Jordan probably had a mentor. Tom Brady probably had a mentor. Right? People inside this business, Alex Morton had a mentor who makes multiple millions a year, a month. Right? So who's it to say an individual, right? Now this is where I'm gonna end it. You're gonna look left at the individual who makes right, and money, you know, it's crazy. I never judge anybody by money, but an individual who makes $1,000 to $2,000 a month, or an individual who makes times 100 of that a month, who makes millions, who makes hundreds of thousands a month, who am I gonna listen to? Right? Because don't get me wrong, I listen to everybody. It doesn't matter the skin color, your race, the size, your gender, the money you got in your pockets. Because I didn't have everything. I was broke when I started this business, and I'm still quote unquote broke. Yo, my parents ain't retired yet. I'm broke. I get to travel the world because I have the money, but my parents ain't retired yet. I'm broke still. So I'm still following my mentors, and even when I get the money should never change you. You're still gonna follow a new mentor, right? So I appreciate you, my boy, for getting me on the call. Shout out to everybody who's been on here. And like I said, once again, you know, my boy, ATMs, Drake. Appreciate all
You
y'all.
already know, bro. I appreciate you so much for getting on this call, Nainoa. But with that being said, family, that's pretty much it for Motivation Monday. That was a little, quicker than normal, but I really wanted to get you guys some absolute value from somebody that I've been able to get so much value from. So what we should have taken out of this call is to just really understand, family, that we need to be stepping every single day closer to our success. And we need to not judge people by necessarily a rank or by a money amount, but be judging people by what they can give to you. We need to understand something, family, right? You are the sum of the 5 people we hang around, right? And if we're hanging around with the 5 people, it's much easier for somebody to drag you down than pull you up. So we need to understand something, family. Who are you guys putting yourselves around every single day to get your guys' mindsets to the next level? And what are we doing every single day to really put ourselves around people that are conducive to our growth, not just inside but outside of any business or industry that we're inside of, family? So with that being said, I appreciate every single person that got on this call for this Motivation Monday. You already know, family, if you guys need absolutely anything from me, I'm one DM away. I'm one call away if you guys got my number. And let's really run it up, family. I appreciate every single person that was on this call. And I will see all you guys at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. I'll see you all later, family.